We're back for match number 4, playing this Saga and Taxes list that Chip K originally built. Guys, I did edit it, so check out the mini deck tech. This list I'm calling New Saga and Taxes. I changed it up a little bit after playing in an RCQ and seeing some cards that I really liked. This is a pretty normal Saga and Taxes list where I have my Esper Sentinels, the regular package with the Givers, Stoneforge in her package, Thalia, Flickerwisp. I did cut down to 2 Skyclaves though, and I'm still running Solitude. The reason why I cut down on Skyclaves is I'm running 2 Touch of Spirit Realm to kind of fill that void, as well as 2 Ephemerates, because just Ephemerating Solitude pretty much does the trick. As for my artifacts, I always add in that Shadowspear when running Saga and Taxes, and then of course the usual suspects of the Stoneforge package, including Lion Sash. The lands are really where I did make the big change. I am also now running more basics with 9 planes and 3 Horizon Canopy, 3 Eiganjo Seed of the Empire, and 4 Blaststone, because when I was using the Death and Cat mix list, Blaststone seems to be more useful in the meta than the Ghost Quarters. And then for my sideboard, I went ahead and threw Anointed Peacekeeper and just kind of give it a try. I don't really know if it's main boardable, and I wanted to test it out. Archon to stop Cascade, as well as Drannith, Burrenton Forge-Tender for our red matchups, and then Extraction Specialist because it just brings your stuff back when it gets destroyed, especially with the black-red scam deck running around. Anyways, enjoy the video. Okay. We lost our die roll. We have an unkeepable hand. It's kind of keepable. It's dependent on drawing a 3rd land. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to keep it. I'm probably going to regret this. If this is another control deck, I'm going to cry again. Because Lantern control plus Bant Ephemerate control. It's annoying. You know. Oh god, Urza Saga. Hammer time. Or not. Modular Tribal. Cool. It's pretty sweet. Ooh, another Eiganjo. That is not what I want to see. I'm just going to pass to my opponent. I have a feeling that Lion Sash is going to be really powerful in this matchup. The good part is they can only make 1 Saga token from the Urza Saga. That's pretty sweet. It's a cool combo. Yeah, we're taking 1. That's fine. Blossom. I need you. Okay. Here we're just going to go. Oh, good draw. I'm going to play Stoneforge because I think that's the right play. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to grab the Kaldra Compleat. If they have removal, it forces them to use it. I doubt they do. It seems like an all-colorless deck. We're in a good spot right now. Okay, let's see what happens here. Tapping it for mana. That's what we want to see. For the Ozolith. I didn't want to see that. Okay, hardened. This is hardened scales. What does this do? Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put, you put an additional 1, right? And then they all go to the Ozolith. Whenever something leaves the battlefield. Oof. Okay, that's nasty. I think they're literally just going for the infect damage right now. 7. Oh god. Let's hit Lion Sash. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Man, I'm gonna so mana screw this matchup. Oh my gosh. This is rough. Okay, at least have another land. I think my play here is Horizon Canopy. They have one card in hand. I really think I just need to put Kaldra out. I need to be able to block that thing. Unless they have a Zabaz. That would suck. I have to be on the defensive right now. I can at least gain value from my Stoneforge. Okay. This is going to get out of hand pretty quick. Okay, end step. I'm going to Ephemerate. I'm going to gain value as much as I can right now. We're going to grab a... Grab a Batterskull. I'm going to say okay. Rebound. We're going to do it. We're going to say okay again. Yes. Let's go Shadowspear here. No, the sword. Oh, I drew a land. Let me see. It's going to cost 3. That's good. I gotta grab the vial. I can't just let that thing sit on the battlefield. Touch, cast. We're gonna hit the Ozolith. And we can't attack. We have to pretty much just sit here. But we can, let's see, 5. If they don't draw anything good, we can start swinging. Ancient Stirrings, what are they revealing? I don't think I've ever played against hardened scales, but I think we've got a pretty good matchup or list against this. Arcbound Ravager, which is the one that sacks. Okay. I like Grove of the Burn Willows. I really like the art. Okay, so I can sacrifice anything and put a 1/1 on it. Okay. Say okay. Yes. Hope I draw some. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. We're going to wisp out that Arcbound Worker. It'll be a 2/2, but that's pretty fine with me. Okay, so he's sacking it. So it's going to be a 4/4, which we can start trading. Oh. How does this read? Oh, I don't know how this deck works. Ooh, that was a big mistake. I'm like, it can attack. That was really dumb of me. Wow. That was awful. I guess when modular creatures die, they draw 2. Cool. If they play another Ozolith, that's it. Okay, taking this up. Here we go. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. That makes me happy. We're just going to swing. Everything. We're taking 9 here. That's what we want to do. Apply the pressure. I'm going to throw Thalia down. It's not going to hurt me. And we'll say okay. Touch the Spirit Realm. Came in handy here. Okay. Another Arcbound Ravager. That's their 3rd. That's pretty much game for them. I'm going to keep... Let me think. Should I move this up to 3? I got 1 Flickerwisp down. Yeah, I'll take it up to 3. Why not? Oh, that's beautiful. Let's do this. Pay 2. Sword of Fire and Ice. Oh, no. Cancel. Activate Stoneforge. Sword of Fire and Ice. Playing Eiganjo. Keeping this one. I'm going to equip this to my germ. Let's say okay. We got it. Okay. Next one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to cut a Lion Sash here. What does this card do again? It's got Vigilance. I like that against this list. I'll bring in 2 of these. Cut a... What did I cut? I cut my Lion Sash. I'm cut a single vial. And we're going to go again. You know, I think the Eiganjos and the Horizon Canopies are a little rough on the mana base. So then look at the list. With the Saga. That's what makes it dangerous. I think we can keep this. Stoneforge would have been better here, or Solitude. Because that was like a turn 2 win on their part. They could have had, I know they had enough stuff to just pump that thing up. We're going to risk it for the biscuit this game. Hard scales. Oh, no. I really don't know what they're bringing in against taxes. Oh, there's my Stoneforge. Let's go. Giver. Want to protect Stoneforge. I do want to be able to get Kaldra down. I do want to be able to draw land here, because otherwise I'm just sad. Okay, Saga from our opponent. It's going to get them the Ozolith. Arcbound. Oh, Walking Ballista. Interesting. I guess that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good card. Ooh. We're going to say okay. Yes. Let's grab Kaldra. I think that's just a good grab. The cool thing is we can Flickerwisp our opponent's Ballista. I'm playing in some weird matchups this league. Hammer Control, or what was the first match? Eldrazi, Tron. Oh, gosh. Okay. That is too good. Okay, let's just swing with Kaldra. They're making a guy. Yep. Sounds good. Okay, let's see what happens. Here they grab Ozolith or Zabaz. Oh, they're creating a guy, 2. Creating 2 of them. That's a good way to grind this deck out, honestly. My guess is Zabaz or the Ozolith. I think. Let's see, what can I do here? I can Anointed Peacekeeper. Those are going to be 4/4s, which is kind of dangerous. Should I text them and tell them it's their turn? Or chat them and tell them it's their turn? Okay, another Saga. Sure. That will value us out. More than I would care to admit. Okay, Zabaz. What does this do? Oh, so it didn't even start with flying. Just gonna take it. This is kind of sucky. So this is another instance of me totally goofing up and running out of battery for my camera. Okay, so here we end up hitting the Walking Ballista with our Solitude. Yep. And then Ballista starts dealing damage. Realistically here, there was nothing that it could kill. Let's see. Sorry for the car alarm. Someone across the street, I guess. Okay. So Walking Ballista starts off by giving our Giver damage. This is really the point where I have to decide, do I want to save Solitude or do I want to save my Giver? I'm kind of thinking about evoking or exiling it with Ephemerate. But I think I made the right call here by not doing that. Okay. So I gave it Pro Colorless to the Stoneforge because I was like, well, I know I'm ephemerating the Solitude. I can do that at any point in time. So our Giver dies, and then we exile the Ballista, but in response, they actually end up hitting our face with a single damage. And this kind of shows how powerful Urza Saga is as well at this point, because it ends up being able to run away with the game for either side. Boom. We hit the Zabaz, which I remember playing it. It didn't feel like it was this long of a match. Still left to go, but it was. Okay, so our Evoke trigger hits. Nothing happens. Gosh, I hope you guys can't hear that. I'm just going to turn this down. Okay, our opponent's Saga is ticking up. Okay. Our opponent's casting another Arcbound Ravager, which ends up, I know, is one of the most obnoxious cards in their deck. Gives them a lot of unnecessary value. And they end up just passing the turn over to us. And at their end step, we activate Saga. We make our dude. I mean, really, at this point, there's nothing you can do when your opponent has 2 Urza Sagas. Okay, our rebound comes in. We end up evoking Solitude, hitting that Arcbound Ravager, because that ends up being could end up being a problem. This also really shows where this list has its power. Urza Saga will just win games, period. You just win because of Urza Saga hitting the battlefield. It It really does run away with the game. If you're activating it more than your opponent is, you're doing good. So they're going to lose that Arcbound Ravager. They're gaining life by ticking up the Arcbound Ravager. And then my guess is that they actually, they activate Saga here. Okay. Makes all their constructs 3/3s. Next turn, they will be 4/4s, which is unfortunate. But we really have the upper hand. But they do get to put more tokens on the construct, which sucks. So now it's our turn. Our main phase, our sagas are going to trigger. I end up just making myself a dude here. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Be able to do it now. Pump up our construct tokens. Oh, no, I don't. Do I let it pop at this point? I just tap it for mana. Go Shadowspear because it's more of a threat. Helps us get over. We just go ahead and equip here. Toward Jeremy. And then since we have mana available, we just go ahead and drop out Stoneforge and grab ourselves an equipment. At this point, we end up grabbing the sword. So they take it, we gain. Then it goes over to them. Which at this point, they're just top decking. They make themselves a fourth dude, and then they're going to go grab something. Here. It's because this movie. Because this mat is so soft. It's so funny. Let's see. So they play out Gemstone Caverns. They do have one chonky construct. And then go ahead and swing in with everything. Which at this point I'm just cool with chucking Solitude in front of something. Killing double constructs. And then just chumping the construct token that's a 7/7. That's a cool line I haven't seen. Pumping your constructs by activating Inkmoth because it actually is an artifact. Okay. This is great as well. We end up drawing another Solitude. kind of a funny stalemate that this puts us at, though. It's really a tough call to make. We end up making a construct, and here's my advice to anybody playing this deck. If you're running Urza Saga and you can make a dude, and you think you have a better play than Urza Saga dudes, you're wrong. Create the construct. It's much better than any play you could have had. Right there for basically 3 mana, because you have to tap the Saga. That's a 4/4. That grows. So it's just, there's no point to even avoid it or not play it. Okay. At this point, our opponent plays a Hangerback Walker. Which I don't know what it does. It's about like a budget Walking Ballista. And we kind of, my opponent and I just kind of start staring at each other at this point. I think it takes me 2 or 3 turns to fully stabilize to where I want to be. I end up playing out the sort of, actually, no, I back up. And I pass over to my opponent. Because right now they're pretty much presenting lethal. More or less. Let's have 10. They're presenting lethal if we swing in. More or less. This is something where I noticed Roadside Reliquary is really, really good in the right deck. I just sit back and let them do their thing this turn. Which our opponent pops the Reliquary and draws. Okay, you end up taking up our vial. And it looks like I was really dumb and I forgot to put my sword out that turn. But it's okay. I realize we can wait a turn. We're good. We're good. I shouldn't have clicked yield through the turn with having an actual play. I was just trying to save time at that point. But gives us some time to kind of stabilize. But on the other point, it gives them time to stabilize, which is not something we want. Because really, was it first game? If I didn't have that Solitude, I think they would have killed us immediately. And there's hardened scales. Which now makes them a whole lot more dangerous. And they're scared to swing in with constructs. If I were them, I would have. And here, I remember to finally drop out the sword with Stoneforge. Makes a big difference. I think it's what, 1 turn from here that I'm able to close it out. So I go ahead and equip our germ. I Flickerwisp my opponent's construct, which is pretty sweet. That big one with the 2 counters on it. In which it just gets exiled. Then this is pretty much the point where my opponent lets me win. I believe they double block with the constructs because they want to preserve their life total. And at that point, I'm like, whatever, I'm just gaining life. But let's see what happens. Oh, they single block. My bad. And then here I just get to shoot the Zabaz. It's not even like a bother to me. And they're just creating bodies. And then we drew this Touch the Spirit Realm, which is just icing on the cake. Such as handles anything for 2 mana. And they had nothing for us to hit with with the Skyclave. One of the reasons why I'm boarding out Skyclave is you end up with matches like this where Hardened Scales really isn't doing too much to me. And it's just like, I might as well just take it out. There's so many better options. I'd even say that Touch of Spirit Realm is a better option, but I don't even think Skyclave is necessary, especially when running Touch and Ephemerate, because you get so many triggers out of Solitude that it's fine. And I think at this point he was just trying to get bodies on the battlefield, and I wouldn't have swung either, because applying pressure doesn't do anything. I wouldn't swing with anything. The Mana Goose. Hangerback is cool because it creates all those Thopter tokens, which I had no idea that did that. But the thing is that Hangerback really just gets exiled by so much. I feel like most removals exile base in Modern, but again, this is coming from someone who plays Taxes, where all we do is just all of our removal is exile based. And this is the turn we get to win. We touch a Spirit Realm, the construct. Literally free, just flicker. And then we get to Skyclave the Hangerback Walker. If I wanted to be really greedy here, I think could have swung with everything. I just swung with the Germ. 6 damage to the Trick, but they scooped. So we got it. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for putting up with the fact that sometimes my camera dies. I appreciate it. See you guys in the next one. If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel as well as liking and sharing the videos. It really does help. And if you do this with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure that they would appreciate it as much as I do.